Welcome back to my page. My name's Jessica from Jessica's Craft Time, and I think we're up to episode 6. So this is what I created in our last one. We've got our little stool or chair, and there's the little stool. The table with the teapot. Now the teapot, I had a bit of issues, and the glue I used has turned it a little bit white. It's not the best, but I'm not playing with it anymore. I had a lot of trouble doing that, and that was just the glue I'm using, and I'm limited to what I have at the moment. Now we've got the little bed. So when I went to, all I've done is I just sort of folded it over and sewed it so it was a little bit bigger. If I left it as big as a sheet that it came, it was just flopping over the edges and I didn't like it. And the same with this, I've just folded it into a pleat and run some stitching down the edge. Now the pillowcases. So originally I'd used double-sided tape to stick them shut. That wasn't holding. So I attempted to sew them with great difficulty because of the double-sided tape is really, really sticky. Every time I was going through, my needle was getting sticky and they just weren't wanting to sew at all. So that one I actually sort of roughly did by hand. You can see here it was catching, but you're not going to notice in all of it once it's put together. And then I roughly just did that one by hand. But yet again, even by hand, I had a lot of difficulty. So if I was going to do cushions in the future, I would probably just try and sew them rather than gluing them just with the things I have. So that's part of the outdoor setting and the start of the bedroom. So let me just put all these aside and away. My little box of stuff is getting full. I'm not sure if the bed's going to fit in there. Just put them away. So I did redo the little cushions for the couch. They're not as nice as they were, but no one's going to notice. It's just going to look so amazing when it's all together. And like I've said in the past, if you want perfection, this is not the page at all. It's not me. So today we're going to be doing this here, which I think is, it's the dresser or the wardrobe. So that's going to be fun. Oh, good, they're little bags. Okay, you've got to make little clothes. That could be interesting. We'll see how far we get. We'll go until we've had enough, and then we'll start the next one like we normally do. So we need 13 to 28, which will be in our sheet of papers. So let's just find it. That's a wall. I think we need the bags later, but we'll come back to them. 13. Here it is. 1328. So let's get our snips out. This is a nice easy square one. I'm going to cut around this wording because I'm not sure what it says and I won't remember when I get back to it. We'll grab our trimmer out and trim this down so it's ready to rock and roll. Looks like it's going to have easy placement to where, whoops, cut a bit too much off that one there. Easy placement to where all the bits of wood are going to be on it. So, and then not enough on that one. Not off to a good start. Hopefully we have a better start to what we did with that teapot. That teapot was going to be the death of me. Right. So there's our 1328. Now we need stuff from F and we need A13 to 02. Let's see if we can find it. It looks like drawer fronts. Oh, there you go. It had the quilt, bed sheets and quilts. Oh well, I didn't use them. There it is. 13 to 02. So this is going to be our drawer fronts. And unlike the buffet, I can't get these upside down. So I put the buffet ones on upside down. Yet again, no one's ever going to notice. But I think I'm doing quite well, being my first room. Not having done this, going completely on, yeah, no prep. I open, unless there's something little I do, like waiting for something to dry and glue a couple of things on afterwards. The teapot and the sewing was probably the most I've done off camera. Otherwise, the rest I've done pretty much on camera, except for just putting the last little bits together once they dry. Because you don't want to sit around and wait for them to dry. And normally I do that the next day anyway. I just leave them to sit and come back the next day for them. Just to make sure that they're dry. Okay, now we need bag. Everything else looks like it's bag F. So that's easy. Let's see if we can find all the bits and pieces. Alright, we need the little pole. That's going to be what our clues hang on. Okay, so the downside is, I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's all this peachy colour. Oh, we're going to put this together like we did the buffet, so there's not a bit of wood behind it. Okay, I'm going to try and lay them out like the picture because they're a bit hard to tell which one's a which. That's shorter. So I think, oh, why is F10 and F6? Okay, that must be F10, it's a bit bigger. F6, F8, F7 maybe? F9? Or is it that one? Okay, I thought they'd all have to be the same colour. Is there something else that's built in this similar colour? The vanity, the bathroom vanity maybe. Yeah, so that's actually, I think that's this colour, F14. Oh no, it's a bit of both. I don't know which ones. This is where, okay, it's got the sizes on it. All right. So there's no sizes on here, but if I pull out our inventory, right, let's check. So F05 is 6.5 by 1.5. So we're going to have to measure. Okay, so they are F5. F10 is 5.1 by 1.5. 5.1, 1.5. Okay. F06 is 5 by 1.5 by 5. Yeah, so I got that right. F08 is 4.6 by 1.5. Yeah. F07, okay, F07 is that lighter one. Is 4.6 by 1.5. Oh, 1.2, yeah. And then F09 looks like a peachy color, 2.2 by 1.5. Okay, so I did have them all. I'm going to leave them laid out there so that I make sure they stay in the right order so I can always reference back. So the rest of what's in here must be for the bathroom sink. Okay. Whew, I was getting worried there. I've got my glue running everywhere. All right, what do we need to do first? So first we need to get this, and we make sure it's up the right way. So we're going to have hanging here and then the shelf there. And we went F05 and F06 and 5 and then oh, it doesn't go all the way. It says F06. Let me look here. It says F06 should go over the top, but it's not saying that in the picture. But according to the side of my pattern here, it needs to go, F06 goes over the top. So that is wrong. But that's okay. We worked it out. So I'm just going to glue it up here. Yeah, because that fits better. It's a little bit easier when you've got something drawn on. And I forgot to put my mat down today, so my tabletop's just going to get a little bit dirtier than it already is. Oh, I should probably put a little bit on here too. Make sure we've got enough glue on, because I picked up that little table we made last time and the leg fell off. Shh, don't tell anyone, we just fixed it. And then F09, which is this little shelf. So cute, a little wardrobe. I feel that we're going quite well. Yeah, I think we're doing all right time-wise. F10 is that one there. Yeah, that fits in. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of a guesstimating where that shelf is. Actually, no, I won't do a guesstimating where that shelf is. I'll put the glue on the edge of the shelf. Then I don't have to guess where it's going to go. Smarty pants. Okay. I don't mind building it on this paper as long as my paper doesn't stick to my bench, because that wouldn't be cool. Excuse me. Okay. Now, F08. What? F08, F08 is that first bit. Ah, perfect. Yet again, I'm not going to guess where it's going to go. I'm going to put it on the one that's already there. Excuse me for having a bit of a croaky voice. I haven't been well the last few days, so... Right. Oh no, don't push like that, because then you push it all out of whack. Do not push like I just pushed. I don't even know what I really pushed, but whatever I did, it moved everything. Okay, I'm going to have to keep moving it because it's going to glue itself to the table. Okay, then F7, which is, that's why that piece is the colour it is, because we're going to glue the drawers to the front of it. Now, these are the difficult pieces because they're kind of floating in midair. So I find them the hardest to put on. It's not, these ones are alright because they're kind of standing on something. So that goes there. Why is there? Oh yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get it to kind of stick in midair. I don't want too much glue. I need enough it's going to stick, but not too much it's going to slide. Let's see if we can get it suspending in midair while we get the other pieces on. And it might just stay there. Let's see. Right, that goes on. Then we want I feel they've missed. I'm going to put these bits in, and then I'm going to put that bit of dowel in, because that's going to be hard to put in. Okay, down. This was not, no, don't speak too soon. This was not too hard, but we will not speak yet, or else I could be cursing myself. Okay, and the bottom piece. If anything, I actually like building these bits of furniture. They're quite fun because it's all cut out for you. Well, they're fun until they don't want to stand up until they dry, and then they're not so fun. But put some glue along the top here too. Just glue the whole thing. Now hopefully I think that little bit needs to come up a bit. Yeah. No, it's fallen in, I think. Okay. Now this is going to be the hard bit. How high? How high, and where do I need to hang it? And is it going to stay in there? I think it might be a tweezer job. So I'd love to know if any of you have decided to build a miniature room and how you're going. Okay, I had a feeling that might have been the case. That little bit of dowel slightly too wide for that spot. That's okay. We built the wardrobe. My drawer's falling in, but that's okay. We're going to ignore it. Hopefully it'll stay. If it falls out, we'll re-glue it again. But there's the wardrobe. So excited. Now I have no idea what this next instruction is, but it looks like we need to get a little bit of the probably felt, which was in, oh look, I've got a little bit left. Doesn't say how big or anything. Let's just trim this bit down a little bit. Not with those scissors because they won't work on that. Try and get a straight side. And they just want us to fold it so it looks like clothing or blankets or something. Ah, there you go. Done! Haha! That's going to be the most simplest one I've done. There you go. Our clothes are in there. Now we're going to start getting to the challenging bits. Oh no, the bags. They're not too bad. The bags are not, actually, I'm going to just move that away so we don't knock it. I am going to glue these bags down because I didn't glue the little bags in the kitchen and they've all fallen over, and I'm going to have to get tweezers to get them out. So I'm going to glue these ones down straight away. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on a second. Sorry, I just needed to sneeze it and you didn't need to hear that. Okay, we'll do the sides and then the rest is going to have to be scissor work. A little bit more. Fantastic. So we've got a couple of Louis Vuitton and something else on there. Let's just snip them apart to start with. Now I'm not going to use the scissors they gave me in the kit because they're just not sharp enough to do this. They're alright to like trim it out of the like from the rest of the paper, but they're just not sharp enough. I'm not going to cut out the center of that, the handle of the bag, because I reckon it's just going to make it too flimsy. So we'll just leave that on there. We can pretend it's been cut out. Now we've got to get these little tiny snips in here. And pull them out, little tiny bits. And I've got texture on my hand because I was drawing with my son. See, crafts, no matter what age, they're messy. That's a fun. So yeah, I'd love to know what you're all working on. If there's another craft you enjoy doing. And I think I might do a giveaway on my diamond painting soon. Got a couple of pens I want to give away, so keep your eye peeled on that. Let's say do it on my next unboxing, which I think I know what it'll be, only because they're close to home, so I should have it next week. But I've ordered some more Shoalhaven diamond dot class from her. So they specialize in special drills, which I'm like, oh, I've never done any special drills. And then I remembered there is a few special drill ones I've done, but I haven't done any for a long time. I've been focusing on squares mainly and larger canvases. So I've ordered a couple from her. I'm just waiting to see. She thought she might have had some new stock come in, so I'm just waiting for her to see if that's come in before I finalize my order. So I don't want to get it shipped to then look on the page and go, oh, damn it, could have added that to my order, because I hate paying shipping. Mind you, she charges a $10 flat rate, which is really good. So yeah, that's really good. But if I can get everything on the order, even better. Now this is going to want me to do the whole, how am I going to do that? I need to fold this bit in. I might just do it once it's made. I managed to do it once it was made last time. If not, it's just going to be a square bag. Now, what did I do last time? I did tape on them, didn't I? I don't know if you can hear the kookaburras. They're going crazy. My son will be inside going, Papa, Papa, the kookaburras, the kookaburras. They're having a good old laugh. I don't know if that comes up in the video. Having a good old laugh out there. Easy. Let's get our tape. Now, what did I do last time? I cut off a piece and then I cut it in half. So that it wasn't so wide. These bags are so cute. They're so damn cute. They're so damn cute. I don't think it, actually, I might do that on this one and then cut the next one a little bit shorter for the bottom of the bag. So damn cute. I'm really nervous about doing these next part. We have to make a dress, 2 dresses. Oh wow. 2 dresses. Yep. Not looking forward to this. Not looking forward to the dresses at all. Okay, these have got to be on the back side. The dresses I might... Yeah, I might go and get a pair of a needle and thread to do the dresses, because I don't really want that showing. I reckon if I try and glue them again, it's just going to be a big mess. So let's get these together and then I'll think about it. I might go and get a needle and thread. Now, my hand stitching skills are not the best at all. I love my sewing machine. I do quilting. Haven't actually played on it much lately. That will be coming. This doesn't look like it's going to marry over. It's not. It doesn't marry on the bottom. That's okay. We'll put a bit of tape across the bottom and tape them to the shelves. Now we need to fold these side bits in so it becomes more like a bag. Oops. Yeah. And then I'm just going to put tape because that didn't work on the bottom there at all. It's completely open. So let's get another little bit of tape and we'll just double-sided tape them to the cupboard. If I don't double-side tape the tape to my counter. No. Far out. There you go. Little bag. Where are these going? These are going in the, I'll pull this off. They go in on the side. Oops, I think my little, I might have to put it upright. That's moved too. Okay, stop touching. I haven't stuck it in properly. I've all slipped a little bit. That's the fabric underneath pushed it up. I'm going to put it on a little bit of an angle. There you go. Okay, try not to touch that again. Let's do this one. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Loving it. Never thought I'd love something so fiddly. Okay, so we worked out that tape is useless on the bottom. Let's cut off another piece. That bottom piece is useless. The other bags matched up, so they overlapped. These ones have not. These ones just sit flush. Okay. Now we're going to fold the sides in. Got a nail on one side and not on the other. I'm going to lose the rest of my nails, going to break soon, and I'm going to have no nails, and this is going to be almost impossible to do. Okay. Oh, no. That shelf really doesn't want to sit. Okay, I might stand it up, so hopefully the weight of it glues it in. Fingers crossed that shelf glues in. If it doesn't, we're going to have to pull it out. But that is it for that. Now we need some threads. 10.5 centimeter to wire. We need 2 bits of wire. Then we need a little bit of that to make the top of the dress. And then we need G's. They're all G's. They're all G's. Okay, where's my G bag? Here's my G bag. Right. Let's see what we have left in here. Lots of these flowers. I don't have a white. It says I should have white string. But maybe that's just come off one of these flower things. So we're just going to use that. I'll cut the ends off. And use that. Because there's nothing else in here. Do you know what's happened too? I didn't cut that quilt down. And we needed the quilt fabric to make the dress. Ba-boom, ba-boom. I'm sure that are the pieces that we should have cut off the quilt. There it is. G bed sheet and the fabric. So I'm going to have to find some more cream fabric to do it because we need skirt fabric. I don't know if you can hear my son counting. He must be playing hide and seek. Okay, so we need G06. Where's the ribbon? Ah, that's off that too. Okay, so I need a bit of ribbon and some beige fabric. With that goes over the coat hanger. That is for, oh sorry, coat hanger. What's the dress? The dress is in 2 pieces. No. That's too hard. Skirt. Where's the dress? Maybe it is. Maybe you use this. You use the same hemline. And then for the skirt. And then hang it over. Okay. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to go and see, because I did think about when I folded the fabric in, I probably should have kept some of that fabric for something else, which is this. And for the slippers, I needed some of the same grey fabric that we made the bed sheet. So I'm going to go and see if I can find some fabric to make a dress and a needle and thread, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I found some fabric. We'll make it work. I found some ribbon. I did think about it when I was making the quilt that I probably should have checked to see if there was a pattern, but I didn't, so we're working with what we've got. So they say that these need to be 10.5 centimeters by 2. That's quite long. I don't have enough wire. That can't be right. 2, 2, 1. That's only 5. 10.5 cut into 2. Okay. We can work with that. Right. Now I just need to cut that one in half. So we've got 2 of the same size coat hangers. Roughly half. At least this is fairly easy to work with. So then we just want to curl up. Curl up. And then make a little hook if we can. Oops. Ugh. Might use the pliers. Shh. Like I said, don't tell hubby I stole his good pliers. Somewhat a coat hanger. Probably need to be up a bit like that. Now the question is, did I make... Oh, it just fits in. Okay. We need to make it... It's not the prettiest coat hanger. Oops. But as long as it hangs in our wardrobe. It's sitting on the back wall, but I don't think that matters. And it's definitely not the prettiest coat hanger. And I think the more I play with it, I'm just going to dodge it up even more. Okay, we're not playing with it anymore. Sometimes I think you need to just stop. Stop fiddling and just go with it. It's very flexible wire. This one looks better. See, I said, just stop fiddling. Looks heaps better. Just make sure that one fits in too. Oh, that's heaps better. Look at the two. That one's like stupid. That one works well. Okay, let's put them away. Let's cut these out because this is beige cloth template. And that's a bed sheet that I cut way too big. Used up all my fabric. So don't do that. Don't do that. But I've done the bed sheet already, so. And see, look, there was even one for the quilt. But I'll fail. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this top bit because this is for the top of, this is for the top of the dress with the blue skirt. So we'll do that one first. And then I just got some random fabrics to do the slippers. And I decided the dress is going to have a green ribbon on it. Because, you know, it can. It can, so it will. We don't need the pliers anymore. Probably don't need the glue. Because I think once the wardrobe's done, we might call it a day. And do the vanity. We'll have a look to see what else we have to do. And how we can break it down. I'm going to just leave that there. So this needs to be done in white, and I've got myself some thread. I just put in the glue. So I'm going to draw around with it pencil, because if I try and hold it in place, it's not going to work. But we just need the rough shape. And then we fold it in half and, oops, very rough shape. Fold it in half and cut out the top hole of it. I don't know if you can even see my rough drawings lines on there. Just kind of trying to make it as even as possible. And then we fold it in half and cut out the neckline. Let's finger press it. I'm trying to do it in one swift motion. Ta-da! And then my coat hangers, which I've lost, which I'll put the dodgy one in this one because you only see the top of it, will go in there. And you know what? I'm going to leave the coat hanger in there because I'm going to stitch this closed. Yep. Let's just put a couple of stitches in it just so it doesn't unravel on us. I'll try and do some tiny weeny little stitches for our tiny weeny little clues, but I'm going to leave the coat hanger in there because if I pull it out, then, oops, oh no, that's not going to work. If I go too close to the edge, the fabric's just going to fray. Just some tiny little stitches in there just to hold it. Hold it. Just don't go too close to the edge because you'll fray the fabric. And try not to get a knot in your thread. Okay, you're not going to see much of that because we're going to stick the skirt to the bottom. So I'm just going to do a quick couple of stitches along the bottom. If I can stop knotting my thread. Just to bring me to the other side. We'll do a couple of little tiny stitches up the side of the dress. And then we're going to try and make the skirt, which I'm assuming is the hemline, what it says hemline piece on this pattern. I don't even know how I'm going to tie a knot in this. I suppose the advantage is once it's on display, you don't really play with it as such, so it's not like it needs to be perfect. There you go, we've got the top. Okay, hemline. I can't read Chinese. Let's just cut one of them out. They look like they're almost exactly the same. It's got a little wave in the bottom of it. I'm going to do it right up the top of the fabric this time, just so we don't, you see that? Oh, you need two of them, and they want you to sew it together. Not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to use a pen. Does it matter which side of the fabric? No. I'm not going to sew that in half. That's just silly. I'm not going to cut two of them. No. I need to do it a little bit lower because I'm going to flip it. So I need to make sure it's going to sit. If I do it like that and then flip it that way, yeah, perfect. Okay. So ignore those first lines. Hopefully we don't use too much blue fabric and we need to use it again for something. Oh, let me check, because that's probably on another piece. Bed cushion hemline. It is. We need this hemline. That is for the white one. This also needs to be the lampshade, but they've given us plenty of fabric. Sofa cushions. Bed cushions. Okay, let's just cut these bits off. Blue cloth. Okay, so there's plenty of blue cloth. It's rounded, that's why we need to cut two. Let's try and do it without it. I'm going to try and make it one piece. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's a skirt for a fake. Okay, let's try again. So it wants us to go like that. Just needs to. That seems like it's really, really big skirt. Oh, because it's leaving. I'm going to go back with what I originally was doing. I'm going to use this one. Oh no, I dropped my thread. Because that one is allowing for a seam to be able to sew it or glue it or something. No, they actually wanted you to sew it and make it more like a hem, but I don't want to sew both sides of it, so I'm just going to flip this like this. And then cut it there. And then down. And then we should just be able to attach it. And it's even going to be too wide. Yeah. It's going to be even too wide. So if how wide is it? How much space have I got? Yeah, let's do this. Let's just sew down one side of it. inside out and then flip it over, and then we've only had to sew one side of it. So we're still having to sew, but we're not having to do as much sewing. It would be quicker on the machine, but I can't be bothered going into machine, so let's just do a quick see, you can compromise on things. They don't have to be exactly hopefully it'll work. Oh no, I've tangled my thread. Works better if you don't tangle your thread. What is going on here? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit further. That'll do. No one's looking at my sewing, hopefully. Then we should be able to turn it in this way. And then hopefully we should just be able to pop that in there. Go on, go in. Oh, little baby clues. I'm going to have to put a few stitches in that one to hold it together. Probably tells me to glue it, but like I said, I don't read Chinese. Let's see if we can go from underneath. Oh, I've left a really long tail on that knot. Okay, so just do a couple of little stitches. It'll kind of look like a little belt on it. And then we would have done a dress. Oh, my drawers are so sunken into my cupboard. Oops. I don't know how to get them out. I don't think I'm going to be able to. They're going to be curved drawers. Their new fancy way of doing your drawers is to have them curved inwards, so you have less room in your actual drawer. And that is how you're meant to tie it off, not what I did before. And we have a little dress. We're going to hang it with that seam on the inside. Okay, one more dress. So this one is basically just it's got, I think I know why they've done the 4 pieces, so that you can cut down the side of the scrap of fabric. But I don't want to, because I don't want to. So how big is this one? Take that off. Let's just make, it's all it is a, I should probably be doing this in pencil. Be easier to see. All I want is like this. It's probably a bit steep. Like a bell dress. So let's fold that over. Because this is my fabric, it doesn't matter if I use a little bit more. There you go. Actually, I might do this. No, it'll take up too much space. We'll hang it so that that seams out, so you don't see it. That is what we shall do. Because no one's going to be wearing these dresses. They're too tiny and cute. There's probably some people watching just horrified at my sewing. But Each to their own. This has been a really long one, and I didn't think it would be nearly this long. I might leave that on. That's right. Oh, I need to tie it off. Okay. So this little dress, which is about the same, it's probably actually longer. We probably need to shorten it up. Shorten it. Just cut the bottom off it. Oh look, instead of using that little bit of flower part, let's use this as a strap. I'm going to try and tape that in there. Let's see if it works. It's way too long a piece. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. Fashion designed by Jessica, who's running out to buy some. Now I've got to get the paper off inside there. Now, the last experience with fabric and double-sided tape did not go too well. Who knows if this will work? I need to do it so it doesn't stick to itself. And I've just stuck it to itself. This is going to be too long. Can I get it in there? Yeah. Perfect. Where's my coat hanger? Because it just slips over like that. So now we just need to put a little bit of ribbon around it to create a waistline, and this ribbon's going to be way too wide. So we just want to go like that, like that, like that, and like that. So we want it about that long. Excuse me. Now let's see if we can cut this ribbon in half, because it's way too wide for what we want. We have to pretend our invisible dress is a lot. Let's see. Oh, that's even way too long now. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to tape it again. Maybe. We'll see. We will... and I shouldn't have used those scissors on that tape. Cut it in half. I've made a mess today. Made a very big mess. One more. Oops. Done. I'll keep that bit of tape. We might need it for something else. Oh, what's stuck to my finger? Something else. Whether this tape will hold on the fabric over time, I might have to redo it. But for today, it's going to work. I'm going to make it work for today. Got so many bits of stuff everywhere. This has got to be the messiest you've seen me. Okay. So, lay that down. If I can get it off my fingers. Lay a pretty little dress on it. Fold one bit over. Oh yeah, I've cut it way, way, way too long. there you go. We have our pretty little dress. Put it on the coat hanger. And hang it in our wardrobe. And that is us done for today. There you go. It's a little bit wide. It's a little bit big, but that's okay. I might actually trim it down a little bit more. It's a little bit long. It doesn't really look anything like a dress. Oh well. You get the idea. There you go. And that is our wardrobe done. You can see it there. So the drawers have sunken in a little bit, but that's okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please think about giving me a thumbs up. I hope you'll follow along for the rest of them. I'm really enjoying making them, and I hope you're enjoying watching how they all come together, and maybe a little bit of inspiration to start your own. They're definitely not something I ever thought about doing, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to give it a try. Gave it a try, and I have been loving making it. I'm going to keep all my little extra bits of fabric that I might need later. So yeah, this one actually isn't too bad to follow along. Like I said, the last one that I just got in is all, not one little bit of English in it. So it's going to be interesting to see how I go following that along. So stay tuned for those. Keep your eye out for some more diamond painting to pop up. Like I said, I do have a few things coming in. But thank you very much for watching today, and I will see you all soon. Bye.